guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing 5 book recommendations. These are books that I actually haven't read yet. I've been trying to read, but things get in the way. So if you want to watch and see what I'm trying to read, because I haven't read them all yet, I started them. If you want to see what I'm trying to read, then go ahead to the next clip and I'll get right into it. I'm back, so I'm going to start with the first book I have, which is To All the Boys I've Loved Before, and it's by Jenny Han. Obviously, it was turned into a movie, from the Netflix movie To All the Boys I've Loved. It has 2 parts, I believe now. But I've always wanted to read the book because everybody knows the books are always better than the show, than the movie. So I've been trying to read it. I just haven't got to it. This is on my list. I actually didn't buy this book. Somebody gave it to me. But I really want to try to read it. Every time I go on a flight, I'll say I'm reading it, but then I realize, why do I need to read a book on a flight? Because you can watch TV on the flight. I don't really fly that much, so I keep forgetting that, girl, I bring my computer and I hook myself up to the internet, and then I'm watching whatever I want to watch on their little app. But maybe one day I'll have self-discipline to actually not bring my computer and read on a flight. On April, we're going to Jamaica, so maybe that's the time I could do that. But I would hate to wait 4 months to actually read a book. But I'm in school and I'm actually working, so it's hard to kind of read in my free time. But yeah, this is the book, guys. I would suggest if you like the movie to go ahead and try to read it, guys. My next book is City of Bones. Once again, I'm not the biggest reader. Most of the reasons I try to read a book is if I like the movie or I like the TV show, I'll try to pick up the book. City of Bones, this is from it's a movie and it's a series. It was a movie back in 2011. The movies didn't do good, so then they created a series called Shadowhunters. That didn't do well either. It only got 3 seasons. I was waiting for it to get renewed. It never did. But I really like the series, so I tried to pick up the book. I'm actually halfway through it. I'm on 294. Page 294 out of not me trying to, I can't find the last page. The last page don't even have numbers. This must be okay, I'm not doing this. I'm not doing this right now. I think it has about 500 pages, but I'm on 294. I've been trying to read it. It's 8. It's an 8-part. Let me grab the other book. I bought 2 of the books thinking I was gonna be flying through them. And I haven't even got through this first one. I bought this last year. This one I actually bought from Barnes and Nobles. Yeah. Let me get the other book and show you really quick. This other book is City of Ashes. So it has 8 of the books, so yeah. And I eventually would like to watch, there's another book, what is it? There's a book that's dedicated strictly to Magnus Bane. If you ever watched the TV show or even the movies, you know Magnus Bane is the warlock. He's my favorite character. So I would totally I would totally read just his book, and I'm hoping it would be really good because I started this and it was good. I just got busy and never finished it. There was a time when I used to actually read. That time has passed, but I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna force myself to read. That's one of my resolutions for 2023. So I have this book of the first series, and then I have this one of the second book of the series, but I haven't even finished this one. So honestly, this has just been sitting on my shelf. They all been sitting on my shelf. Let's move these. My next book, somebody gave this to me too as well. This is called When Dimple Met Rishi. It's kind of like a rom-com version of a book. I don't know genres. It's romantic. It's a romantic one. It's by Sandhya Menon. And I didn't tell you what the other book was, who the other book was by. I'm sure you can look it up. But these books are by Cassandra Clare. Yes. She wrote the whole series. And like I said, this book is by When Dimple Met Rishi is by Sandhya Menon. I actually haven't read nothing about this yet, but I read the back and I knew I wanted to read it. So it's about, I'm gonna read just a little paragraph in the back really quick. I know you guys don't like paragraphs, but I'm gonna do it. Dimple Shay has it all figured out with graduation behind her. She's more than ready for a break from her family and from Mama's implacable obsession with her finding the ideal Indian husband. Dimple knows how they must respect her principles on some level, though if they truly believed she needed a husband right now, they wouldn't have paid for her to attend a summer program for aspiring web developers, right? And then the next part is about Rishi, who's going to be the guy who she meets. Let me just show you the back. So I just read this part here, this paragraph, and this part is going to be about Rishi, who she's going to meet, obviously, at this camp. But I think it'll be a good read. I think it'll be a really good read. I just haven't got into it. Yeah. I think I probably will read this one before I finish any of the City of Bones. You know what I mean? I don't know why. I'm more of a, I like love stories type of thing. Okay, this is my fourth one. I started it as well. It's called Nightbird by Alice Hoffman. It's kind of like a fantasy one. I read another one of hers. It's called like Green Angel by her as well, and it's a series, and I read the whole series, and I genuinely loved it, so I picked up this book of her. You know, once you find like an author you like, you gotta stick with them. That was this situation. I found the other series I read of hers I loved, so I said, ooh, let me get this one. I started it as well, which is why you can see the little makeshift, but I'm not that far into it. It's like one paragraph in. I'm on page 12, so like the introduction. I had got farther, like halfway in it, but then I lost my place, and I honestly couldn't remember what I even read. So I said, let me just restart it. You know how when you like, that's why I feel like I'm eventually have to restart the other book because I haven't read it in so long. I can't even remember what the beginning part was about, even though I watched the show. But I don't really want to read first the show when I'm reading the book. I kind of want to just go into it clean slate. But anyways, I read this book halfway through. I forgot what it was about because, like I said, I put it down for another 3 months, so I had to restart it. And I had to restart it again because I haven't read a book in the last 6 months. But let me just tell you what it's about. It's about a girl. She lives in a small town, and basically she keeps seeing this creature, or maybe it's her imagination. I'm not even sure if it's her imagination yet because I haven't got that far. But she keeps seeing this creature that has like angelic wings, and she keeps seeing it, and it just like keeps coming past her door and all that situation. This book, I don't have yet. It's on my Amazon cart, and it'll be there until I finish these 4. Let me find the name of it. I'm gonna make sure I say it. Oh, the Jennette McCurdy book by Jennette McCurdy, idiot. It's called I'm Glad My Mom Died. I mean, that's been a bit controversial too as well. Everybody's been seeing it out. Everybody's have different opinions on why she said the title. I mean, I don't have a problem with the title. Some people do. I mean, her truth is her truth. And I always wanted to read like an autobiography. And I was a big fan of her, so I thought I would read it. And I saw this other YouTuber who reacted to it, Neza. I really love Neza. She's a really book junkie as well. So I've been really kind of looking at her list. None of these books I don't think are on her list of what she's read, but I do like look at her books, what she reads, and I'll take some recommendations from her. But if you enjoyed the video, you like any of the recommendations of these books that I have in front of me, then go ahead and like the video, subscribe to my channel. If you want to see more of me, what do? Hit the notification bell so you can see when I post next. I want a new posting schedule now, so it won't be a surprise. I usually just pop up, but I'm posting now every, I had to remember for a second, I'm posting every Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. So please hit the notification bell so you can see what I post. I'm going to be posting at 2 p.m. every day. Well, those 4 days that I told you. If you liked any of the recommendations, or if you didn't like the recommendations and you just like to hear me ramble, you can still like the video. You can still subscribe if you just like to hear me ramble, because I ramble all the time in all my videos. You see, I'm getting tripped up. So, bye guys. Hope you have a good day.